So we do have different databases in the market. Okay, so we have different databases, like we have Oracle. From Microsoft, we have SQL Server, right? So from IBM, we have DB2. These are all databases. DB2. Then we have Sybase from SAP. We have Sybase. Then we have Teradata. Then we have MySQL. MySQL is open source database, and PostgreSQL. So like this, we have a lot of databases are available in the market. In real time project, we might be using the heterogeneous source system. Okay, so we might be using, it's based on the project. We might be using different source system, and we have NoSQL DB like MongoDB and HBase Cassandra. So we do have different other DBs are there. NoSQL DB. Data lake side, we might be using AWS or Snowflake or GCP. So all this we have started using it. We already started using it. So these are all the databases are available in the market. So these are all database provider. Okay, they will provide us the database to store our organizational data. If I want to interact with this database, right, I need to know the language called SQL. So MySQL is not, it is not a language. It is MySQL is the database. It's an open source database. Okay, so the company, they wants to go for open source database without license, then they will go for the MySQL, PostgreSQL. All other databases are licensed one, the commercial one. And if I want to interact with these databases, I need to know the language called SQL, right? The language called SQL. So this SQL language is differ from database to database. So Oracle SQL is different. MS SQL Server SQL is different. IBM DB2 SQL is different. Teradata, MySQL SQL is different, but 90% of the queries are same. Only 10% are different. 90% is same. So if you know Oracle SQL, MS SQL Server SQL is same. Only 10% will vary. Okay. DB2 also. DB2 and Oracle will be exactly same. 95% same. Only 5% is different. SQL Server and Teradata, MySQL and all same. Okay, same concept. So if I want to interact with this database, I have to know the language called SQL, structured query language. This SQL will follow one standard called ANSI, American National Standard Institute. So this is what it will follow. They will write the query standard. Okay. So here we are going to have only Oracle. So in your system, if you have any other databases like MS SQL Server or any other databases, we can use it, no issues. So this is the database we are going to have. This database is like, so we have different databases, like we have Oracle database, we have 21C, the latest version. We have Oracle previous to 21C, we have 19C. Previous to this, we have 18C, 12C. C is nothing but our cloud-based database. And before that, we have grid computing. Okay, so 11G and 10G. So all this 9i, 8i. So we have different versions. You may ask question. So 21C, we have latest version. Then what is the difference? See, SQL query wise, there is no differences. Okay, much differences. There is no much differences. Only some keywords they have added in the 21C. So that we can learn separately. Here we are going to use only SQL statement that is common from 11G to 21C. If you see here, this is what this database, we are going to split the database into multiple schemas. So this is one schema, this is another schema. Like this, we can split the database into multiple schemas. Okay, so how many schemas I have splitted? 3 schema. The database I have split it into 3 schema. Schema is nothing but logical division. So what is logical division? Say for an example, you have our 1 TB hard disk. We are splitting the hard disk into multiple drive, right? C drive, E drive, F drive, all the way. Why we are splitting? For easy access. The same way here also we are splitting. So each and every schema. In Oracle, we will call it as it's a schema. In SQL Server, Teradata and all, it is called as database. So this is the database server. Inside the database server, we do have 3 databases, 5 databases, 10 databases. Like this, you can have n number of databases. So always it will have one default data schema called system schema. Okay. So I just name it like system admin. So this is like admin schema. Okay. Then they will give one predefined schema called HR schema. Okay. Predefined schema called HR schema. And we can create one more schema called core schema. So like this, you can create a number of schema. Human resource schema. So in this admin schema, the username is system and the password is admin. So this is what you can have. Username is system. The password is admin. The system user, system or sys, anything is fine. System or sys and password is admin. So it will have many system defined table, data dictionary table. Like all the tables are metadata tables. So here HR schema, HR schemas are like human resource schema. We do have username for this. So username will be, you can have like HR and password, we can have it like HR only. Okay, so you can define HR, and here also you can have the username as core and password as core. So do I need to create only core? No, you can create any name, no issues. But HR schema, they have already created and it will come with some predefined tables. So some tables are already available. You can say it's like employees table. Okay, employees table, departments table, then locations table. Like this, we have many tables. Okay, some tables are there inside. They have already predefined tables. So here you have the core schema also, you can create a number of tables. So if I want to create a table here, I can create it. So I can create a table called customer, so product. So in this way, I can create a number of tables, no issues. So from here, what we are going to do, so from HR schema to core schema, we are going to load the data in real time. One database to another database we are going to load. So that will be our, the connection only will differ. Okay. The system admin, right? So from here, so it will have all the metadata tables. So it will have different objects. So what is different objects? We will call it as, so tables are different objects. Okay, tables. So views, okay, indexes, right? So indexes, synonym and sequences. So like this, we do have different objects. So tables are different objects, the employees table, departments table, locations table. On top of the table, we will create a views to get the data. So in real-time project, we will create a views. This views and indexes I will take separately so that you will get clear idea. So in system admin, say for an example, why they have split up this into multiple schemas, right? If I have access to this core HR schema, I can able to access only HR schema tables. I cannot access customer or product tables. I cannot access system schema. Normally system schema, the DBA will have access. Okay, in real time project, DBS. So we will not have any access to this system schema. The DBA only, database administrator only will have this. If I want to access this one, then if I have access to this HR schema, I will access this table. If I have access to the core schema, then I can access this table. If I have access to core, I cannot access HR schema or any other schema tables. Okay, so if I want to access it, I have to get the permission from the DBS, system administrator. We have to get the permission. We have to, the privileges they need to provide. But the admin schema is the super user. They can able to access any other schema tables from here. HR dot employees, he can able to access it, provided the schema name dot table name always. So remember, so from any other schema, if I want to access it, always the system admin will access it like core dot customer or product. So in this way, I can access it. But remember, so from here core, I cannot access the HR schema tables. Okay, so remember this. So this is the database. This is the SQL, right? SQL, different databases are there. So same way we can have other databases also. We'll split up. Here we are using 11G Okay, remember this. Here we are using 11G only. And how can I access it? See here, I have already installed Oracle database. This is Oracle database. If I want to access this database, I need to have a software. Okay, this application called SQL developer. Okay, SQL developer. So front end tool I need to have. So SQL developer is one of the front end tool. From this tool only I can access the database. Okay, remember this. Then I have Toad for Oracle or SQL plus. So anything is fine. So we can connect from the front end tool. From the front end tool only I can able to connect. So what is the tool? This is the graphical user interface. So these are all an application. It will not store any data. So remember, SQL developer will not store any data. Toad for Oracle, it will not store any data. This will store the data in the underlying database only. Okay, SQL plus. So we have SQL plus in this way. So any front end tool you can use, but the underlying database is this is the one. So this is the underlying database. So you will create a connection from SQL developer. So this way, okay. So you will create a connection from SQL developer. You will create a connection from this GUI. Then you can create connection from SQL plus. How to do this? Say for an example, I already installed database. Then you can go to SQL plus here. Just go to Windows R. Then you can type SQL plus. It is asking username and password. Just I'm providing that username is HR. Password is HR. So password will not be printed over here. Then it is showing like Oracle database 11G Express edition has been connected. What is Express edition? So we do have different editions. Like Express edition is one of the edition here we have, that is academic version. We have lightweight Express edition. Okay. Then we have standard edition. So standard edition, this is for normally companies will use, and enterprise edition. So enterprise edition for fully commercial one. Okay. So fully commercial one. So we will go for the commercial version is enterprise edition. So normally companies will have enterprise edition. The lightweight version, we have ORCL Express edition, all this. See here, XE Express edition we will have. So this Express edition only we have installed, but in real time it's enterprise edition. So here I'm going to access the table. I have logged into HR schema. I can use select star from. So no need to mention HR dot. Here you can mention directly. Say for an example, I want to use select star from departments. See the departments table, it is getting connected, right? So here we have the departments table. And if I want to see the same tables in SQL developer, so SQL developer is another tool, right? It will not store any data. So most of us will think that SQL developer is a database. No, SQL developer is a front-end application. So from SQL developer, we have to connect with underlying databases. In real-time project, if you are going for any projects, right? So in your system, you will be having only SQL developer. The server will be there in different place. So you have to connect via SQL developer to the server. Then you have to connect. See here, I'm going to access this HR schema. I'm going to connect with the HR schema. Click on HR and provide the username, password. It will connect. So connected, right? So here I'm going to see the same tables. Employees table, right? So employees table or departments table. Yes, you can have the departments table. So select start from departments table. The same table you can able to see here. Same table you can able to see here, right? 27 record is fetched. All rows fetched 27. So here also 27 rows selected. Same. So you can see here same data is available here. Why? Because the database is same from the database only. Can I have the same data in this core schema? Same departments table in core schema? No. Can I access from here HR dot departments? No. This core schema will not have access privileges to access the HR schema tables, but admin schema will have this access. Admin schema will have access. See here, admin, system admin. Go to admin schema. So simply departments, it will not select anything. See here, table or view does not exist, but you have to mention schema name dot table name, HR dot employees. Then admin will have access. Admin is a super user. In real time also TBA will have access, right? So that's why the system tables are predefined tables. Okay, like it's schema object. It's like you will not create this table. System schema, you will not create. So automatically Oracle will create. Where we can create? In HR schema, we can create. Core schema, we can create. These tables are we have created. We have created. These tables are we have created. Okay. So this is the basic architecture of, see, table creations are very, very important. To create the table, we do have different data types. See here, I want to load my customer data. This table I need to create and load this data. Like this, I have to create many tables. I have to load the data. So how can I create the table? This create table, we will do it. Get the data from customer. So all the data, we will get it from the customer, and customer ID we will create by using the sequences. So different sequence object we have there, right? From the sequence only we will create it. So auto increment numbers we will create for customer ID. Then other details we will get it from the customer by using any front end tool. All that, if the transaction is happening, it will be captured, and it will, the front end tool will load the data into the tables. I want to create this table. So since we are going to learn SQL first, I want to create this table. How can I create it, right? See, first of all, I need to know the data types. So this is numeric data type. This is character data type. This is also numeric. This is date and time. This is your numeric. This is also your character data type. It may have the special characters also, 1, 2, 3, something like that you can have. Character can handle numeric, alphanumeric, everything. So what is the date here? So you might be thinking it's the 6th July. I might be thinking it's the 7th June, right? So to avoid the confusion, whenever we are giving data to the databases always. So we will define the format, like either it will be DD, YYY. That's why whenever you are giving any input to the front end tool, they will be mentioning format here, right? This format or calendar they will give you. So it's like a DD, any format, DD, YYY format. So any format they will give you so that you can access it, right? This is what we'll have the format on the database side. So we have 3 different data types mainly. Mainly we have numeric data type. So we have numeric. I will give you data type sheet so that you can get idea. Numeric, we have integer, decimal, float, double, and number. So nowadays we are using only number data type. Okay, in Oracle we are using number. In Informatica also we are using number and decimal. Then here number of 6 means up to 6 digit you can store, only whole number. This is like number of 8,2 means 8, total digit is 8. Out of 8 digit, 2 digits are decimal. That's what you will go for, number of 8,2. Number of 2,2. So 2,2 means like 2 digits are whole digits are 2. Out of that 2 digits are decimal. It is not 99.99. Okay. If you ask data types are same for all the DBs, no, it will be differ. So in Teradata, we have some other data types like integer. Okay, integer we have still. There is no number. Okay. Teradata, we do not have any varchar 2. So simply a varchar data type only. So it's based on the database. The data types are different, but this is for Oracle. Okay. It's similar only. You can understand. So if you know any one database data types, other database you can able to understand. You can just go through, Google it, and then you can find. But what is number of 8,2? It will have scale and precision. This is whole digit, total digit. Out of this, what is that digit? Okay. Total 2, out of 2 are decimal. So that's what here we have. So normally in Oracle, we will use number data type to have whole number as well as decimal number. Then we do have character data types. We have a char, varchar, and varchar2. So char means if you are using char of 10, even if you are giving for the first name column, if you are giving only Arun, it's a 4 digit. So remaining 6 character, it will reserve. That space, it will be reserved. Okay, even if you are giving 100 characters here, character of 100, 96 characters for this particular first name, it will be reserved for each and every record, right? So a lot of memory spaces are wasted. So that's why they have found this varchar, and varchar also it will go up to 2000 bytes. After that, we have come up with varchar 2. So nowadays they have deprecated, Oracle deprecated like varchar. Even if you are mentioning like varchar, it will take like in the backend, it will take it like varchar 2 only. Synonym they have created. If you are mentioning like varchar, it will automatically take varchar 2 only. Okay. Varchar 2, it will release the null spaces. Okay. So whatever the number of space runtime you are giving, so that's a space it will take. Even if you can go and check it here, the data types, different date and time we have. So date and time, yes, we have the date data type. It will have the format we have to define. The default format is dd hyphen mon hyphen yy. This is the default format. Okay, so default format in Oracle. Okay, this is a default format, and we can give any other format also. Then we do have large object to store the large objects data in terms of the GB. Okay, in terms of GB it will store. So we do have binary large object. Okay, and we do have character large object. These two data types will have large object data. Okay, in terms of GB it will store. So these are all the database. I will explain while creating the table. I want to create the table. See, I want to create the table. How can I create the table? So I want to create the table. I have to alter it everything. How to do it? In Oracle database, we do have different types of languages. Okay, SQL can be splitted into 5 different languages, 5 different classification you can do. The first one is DDL. So DDL is nothing but data definition language. It will always deals with structure of the table. That means you can create a structure. Say for an example, the structure I want to create. Just you are creating a structure. Okay, you are creating the structure. Simply you are creating a structure. For this, you will go for the create table. The structure I want to create with some columns. This one I will go for create table. Okay, today I have created these many columns. Tomorrow I want to alter it. I can go for alter it. I want to remove it, these 2 columns. Then I can go for the drop column. So that means I am altering the structure, right? So all this altering the structure, it will come into DDL, data definition language. Creating a table, alter the table, rename the table or column, truncate the data, drop the table. So truncate means irrespective of the number of records, we are deleting all the records from the table. This is called a truncate. Irrespective of number of record, we can delete all the record. It's called truncate. But once truncated, you cannot roll back. Okay, remember this. See here, I did control Z. It has been rolled back, right? But if you have truncated, you cannot roll back. Drop means you are dropping the table. So like this, you are deleting like entire row. So none of the table is present here, right? Table structure, everything dropped. Data, everything dropped. That is called a drop. Okay. So this is called a DDL. If you execute DDL statement, it will be auto committed. That means you cannot do rollback. See here, I have dropped it, right? If I want back, then I can put control Z. This is called rollback. But rollback cannot be done for DDL statement. It will automatically committed. Commit means you are saving it. Control S. Commit means control S. So in transaction, we will call it as a commit. In database, we will call it as commit. DML. What is DML? Data. It deals with data. So I have created the table. I want to load this data. Then I can go for insert statement, update statement. Update means, see here, one account number, one phone number or balance I want to update. I want to update the name of the customer. Then it is called update. Okay, this is called update, updating the data. Alter means I want to add a column. I want to drop a column. That's called alter. Okay, rename the column means I want to rename the column. This is called renaming. So transaction status. So transaction status, this is called rename. Okay, but it is not update. This is not update. Column name, this is not update. It's a renaming a column. But here, whatever we have, updating the data. So we are just updating the data only, not table. So only data are updated. So inserting the data, updating the data, delete the data. So delete means partially if I want to delete, okay, some records alone I want to delete, I can go for delete. Truncate means what it will do? Entire data it will be truncated irrespective of number of record. Oracle truncate will truncate all the record. You cannot do partially some record, you cannot delete it. Okay, so as I told, truncate you cannot roll back, right? But delete you can roll back like this. Control is it. That's what it will be rolled back. All your DML operations can be rolled back up to last commit point. Okay, up to last commit point you can roll back. Then DRL, we will see all the statements very clearly so that you will get clear idea. DRL is nothing but data retrieval language. Data retrieval. I have data in the database table. I want to retrieve. So how can I retrieve? I want to know the customers from only credited data. Then I can have where CR underscore DR equal to CR, right? So that's what I will take. So that's what I will go for the select statement. Then transaction control language. How can I control the transaction? I will go for commit, rollback, and save point. Commit, rollback, and save point. Commit means we are permanently saving the data in the database. Rollback means we can roll back. Save point means it's a bookmark. I will show you what is the save point. Grant and revoke means granting the permission. Normally, this grant and revoke permission, they will do, the DBS will do this operation. That's what they will do. What is merge? Merge is nothing but the merging the data from one table to another table. Say for an example, this is what one table. We want to merge the data from this table to same structure table like this. I have another table in target side. In Teradata, in ETL, we have another table. I want to merge this data. Yes, I can go for merge this data. I can take this data, merge into here. In merge, we can do three different operations. One is insert, update, delete. All the insert, update, delete operation in single statement is called merge. Okay, we can delete the data. Yes, we can delete it. If any data has been updated, we can update the data in this one. Without disturbing this record, we can update this record alone. Just you will do merge into target table using source table, update, you'll go for. Update, insert, delete. This operation you can make it like single statement, that is called merge. I have already posted video on merge in our YouTube channel. So you can go through it and then you can practice it. It's very simple only. Normally if you are going for any interview, they might be asking merge statement. Okay, in Teradata, we will be using this merge statement more often. So I want to create this table structure. How can I create this table structure? This left-hand side customer table, I want to create it. So how can I create this table? I have to create. I will go to the any schema here. So I'm going to the core schema. Just I want to create this table. So if I have already table called customer, I will drop it. Drop table name. So I have already the table. So that particular table has been dropped. That means table with the data will get dropped. So now I have to create the table. So how can I create? I have given the statement already. You go to this, all the statements here I have given. So this is the syntax of the create table statement, you know already in Oracle. So I will take this statement. I want to insert, I want to create a table. See here, whatever you are seeing in the blue color, it's a keyword. Create table, table name customer, open bracket, customer ID, space means it will take it like a data type, space, another space, it will take it like a constraint, like a primary key, foreign key, unique constraint, all the constraint it will take. So as of now, I'm not giving any constraint, just I'm creating. So customer ID space data type. Then we have the customer name data type. So you can go with varchar to up to 4,000 bytes, no issues. Varchar, you can go up to 4,000 bytes. Even if you are giving like a varchar, it will take it like a varchar2 only. So I'm just giving varchar here, right? I will show you how it has taken. So here I have given varchar2, but here I have given varchar, but it will take in the backend, it will take varchar2 only. So date, the number data type, date data type, all the data type I have given. I'm going to create the table. It is showing like table has been created. Okay, so table has been created. You can go here, you can make, after creating the table, if I want to know what data is available, you can query the table by using select star from the table name. You can see here none of the data are available. So just we have created only the skeleton is available, table structure is available. Then today you have created, tomorrow I want to know, okay, so which or how many data types are there, how many columns are there in the table, everything. You can go with the describe table. So remember, describe table means it will show you the structure of the table. See here, customer ID, it's a number data type. Customer name, by default it has taken as varchar2 only, even though I'm giving varchar, so it has taken varchar2 only, right? So mobile number and date of birth and this one city and email ID. This is what it will take automatically. If you want to know what is the difference between char, varchar and varchar2, see here, I will create one more table. So create table, some cust table. So one table, open bracket, cust ID, I will create like a number. Okay, so number of data type. I'm not defining any length here. And customer first name, I will use it like first underscore name. I will use it like character. So character of 10. Yes. I'll go for customer last name. So varchar. I will use it like varchar. Okay, varchar of 10 I'm using. Then another column name. Okay, so something like city. I will use it like city column. It's like varchar2. So what is the difference here? We will see varchar2 of 10 here. So I have to close the bracket. I have to run it. So cust table has been created now. So I want to insert the data. So I can go for insert into table name, cust, open bracket. So you can give values. So directly I can give values instead of mentioning a column name. So customer ID, I'm giving like some customer ID. Customer first name, I'm just making like first name here. Customer last name, so I'm just mentioning like last name. Then I'm mentioning like city. City is like, so this is the city I'm mentioning. Okay, so just I'm executing it. See here, one row has been inserted. After that, I want to describe the table, DAC cust table. So describe, you are describing it. See here, it has taken like var of 10. It is character only, but it has taken varchar2. Okay, so since I have inserted, you can go and check here, select star from table name. Table name is customer. So this customer. See here, this has taken, this has taken, and this has taken. If you check the length of the customer first name and last name, select LENGTH, length of customer first underscore name, comma, LENGTH customer underscore last underscore name, comma, city. Okay, if you take this from customer table, see here, even though we have given data with only 4 characters, okay, only 4 characters, since I have given 10 characters long, so it is taking all the 10 characters, but data is available only with 4 characters, right? So it was showing only with Arun, but right hand side it will take all the null spaces. And this one it is taking 5, this one it is taking only 9 characters, right? That's the difference between char and varchar, varchar and varchar2. So char means it will occupy all the null spaces. See here, right hand side it will have this space. Right hand side you have the space, right? See a space. But here in this varchar2 it will not have any space. Only 5 spaces it will take. That's what they will go for varchar2 data type nowadays. Okay. Then as of now, one data is available. If I do rollback, nothing will be available in the table. So why? Why? Because it will be rolled back. See here, it will be rolled back. Permanently, if I want to save the data, I have to Once inserted, I should have done commit. So if you committed it, after that, if you see this, it will be available. After committing it, if you roll back, if you do roll back, so it will not be rolled back. See here, commit completed, but it will not be rolled back. You will be having records. If you do roll back now, so one record will be there. So after committing, we did the rollback, insert and then roll back. So what is the difference between number and number of 10? Number means it will take predefined length. Okay, it will take predefined length. It will go up to some length. It will, so customer, like 6 digit we have given. Customer cust table, we have given only number. So it will take predefined length around 10, I think so. So it will take 10 characters by default, up to it will go. So here also, if you are giving only 4-digit number, then other remaining 6 digit is wasted, right? That's why we will define the length here. Okay, if I have only 6 digit, go for 6 digits. After sometimes you can increase the length, no issues. That's what we will go with. Okay. So first of all, this is the differences. So how to, I'm going to drop the table, drop table name. So it will get dropped. So now the table will not be available. If you are doing select star from the table name, the table or view does not exist. That's the error, you will get it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a table called customer. I'm going to create a table called customer. I have already created the table called customer. I'm going to insert the record into the customer table. So how can I insert the record into the customer table? I can go to insert into table name. Just you can go for the insert into table name. I have given already here. So like this. So this one, you can have this insert into table name, customer ID, customer name, mobile number, date of birth, city and email ID. So all this. Wherever varchar 2 is coming, you have to give single quotes. Okay, single quotes you have. Okay, so every time or every row should be insert, enter the data manually into the table. In real-time project, we will not insert. The front-end tool will get inserted. See here, you are going to the some site. They're asking you to register the site, right? Some register, customer register, so user register they will do. They will ask your first name, last name, date of birth, mobile number, everything. They will ask some form, right? They will give some forms and then they will ask. Finally, you will give submit button here. Submit button or some other register button here. Or you are going to the site, you are doing some transaction, you are buying a product, right? So everything, user creation, everything you are doing it. So once you have submitted, the front end tool, like a Java or front end tool, will create this statement. Okay, will create this insert statement in the back end. It will go and insert the data into the corresponding table. That's what the Java developer will do it. The backend, it will automatically, once you have submitted, it will go to the database table. It will go and insert the record into the table. So how many users will do this, right? Parallelly, how many users we will do? Whatever we are doing in the front end, everything will be stored under the backend tables. In production environment, we will not do any manually insert. Manual insertion, we will not do. Mostly, we will not do any manual insertion. Some rare occasional, we will do the insert statement. So that's why we need to know the some development environment and all. We used to do the create table alter everything. So that we have to do it. Okay, I want to insert the data. Yes. See here, wherever it has varchar, you have to mention like single quotes. See here, number, then date of birth. I'm having here data types, like a date and time format we have to give. So here only to date I'm converting. This is the conversion typecasting method. To date, you have to give the date and format you have to give. This is the default format. To date of actual date and then format. Then customer city and then email ID. So all these are character. So you can insert it. One row got inserted. One row got inserted. So you can go for another row also. Either you can mention the column name and then corresponding values, or you can go for directly values. Directly you can go for. Then what is the difference here? So column name, if you are mentioning, Even though it has hundreds of columns, if you are giving 6 columns, 7 columns, you can insert it only 7 columns. The remaining column value will be taken as null value. But if you are going without column name, if I have 100 columns, all the 100 column values you have to mention here. Okay, all the 100 column values I have to mention here. Just you can mention control enter. This will also insert. So 2 records should be available here. You can see select every time. No need to run that select start from. You can run this also. Select start from the table name. See here, 2 records has been inserted, right? As of now, 2 records are there. I'm going to do rollback. What will happen? So it will be rolled back. The table structure will be remain same. Why? Why? Because table is like a DDL statement. Create table is DDL. It will be auto committed. So after inserting DML statement, if you are executing any DDL statement, it will be committed up to that point. Okay, remember this. We have created a table. Okay, we have created a table, inserted the data. After that, we have applied rollback. Okay, so now I'm inserting. I can execute 2 statement also. So you can go and check now. All the 2 records will be available here, right? Then you can go to the commit. After inserting, I'm doing the commit. Okay. Now if you go and check, the data will be available with the 2 records. After committing it, if I'm going to roll back, it will say like rollback complete, but it will not be rolled back. Okay. 2 records will be there. It is not rolled back. Why? Because I have committed it. That's why. So now I can go with any other insertion also. Just you can go with insertion. So like this, if I'm going with, why it is showing like not enough values, this error. That means this table customer ID I have given customer ID, name I have given, mobile number I forgot to give, right? That's why it is taking the not enough values. If I do not have values, just simply make single quotes, 2 single quotes. That means null value will be passed. See here, null value will be passed. Either you can mention 2 single quotes or you can make it like null, null, without quotes. See, 1 row inserted now. If you go here for that mobile number, it should have taken null value. Okay, it should have taken null value. I want to update it. I can go with update statement. Update table name. Update means I'm updating the data. Update table name. Set column name. Column name is mobile, right? Mobile underscore number equal to some number. So I can mention 10-digit number, right? So 10-digit number, I can mention it. And then if you do not mention where class, it will update for all the records. You have to mention the where class. Where, how can I identify the customer easily? Where customer ID equal to this ID I have to mention. Uniquely I have to identify. Do I need to mention single quotes? No need. This is numeric column. Just update it. It will be updated. Okay, after updating it, so you have to do the commit. Every update statement do I need to do? No. So this is what you can go for insert, update, all the statement.